A lot of you guys ask me if I'm still doing the NoFap challenge because I haven't posted videos on it. I was posting videos every week of my progress and I stopped posting, which would lead to the conclusion that maybe I busted a nut and I'm just too embarrassed to talk about it. Well, I haven't busted a nut. I'm still doing the NoFap. I just didn't really have much to say on it. I wanted to just kind of go along with life and see how things go and explore a little bit with this concept before I share anything. So I'm on day 98, I think, 98 today as I'm making this video. So I'm almost at 100 day now, right? I'm almost at the 100-day mark. And one of the things I've been experimenting with lately with this NoFap, and you have to be really careful when you experiment with this, okay? This warning here, if you don't properly watch yourself, watch your energy, you're gonna end up busting a nut. You're gonna end up busting a nut, okay? What I've been experimenting with is what is known in mainstream as edging, right? Edging, or it's not exactly, it is edging, it really is edging, what I've been experimenting with, but there is a tantric element to it. So for those of you guys who don't know what tantric sex is essentially prolonging the act of sexual intimacy between a man and a woman, or really any, put your favorite pairing there, whatever you're into, right? It's prolonging the act of lovemaking, the act of being sexually intimate with someone else for hours on end. And through doing that, you essentially build up a lot of energy, you see? So the key thing for a man is to be able not to come, to be able not to just bust his nut and lose his shit, right? And here comes the boom and the classical image of a woman sitting there unsatisfied and a man just rolling over and just already sleeping, right? Snoring. So the idea is that you as a man are able to build up your energy and not let it go. And so that way you can give yourself orgasms without losing your semen, essentially. Now, I've been experimenting with this ever since my last video with NoFap. I've been experimenting with sort of stimulating myself sexually with thoughts and fantasies and whatever is necessary, but not to porn, just to my imagination here, right? Now, what I'm speaking here probably goes against all NoFap conventional wisdom, which is don't touch it, don't play with it, just forget about it. No, I don't know. I'm not into just forgetting about it, okay? I don't want to forget about it. I want to use it. It's powerful. So, and this is why I say be very careful with this. I'm just sharing my experience with you guys. Be very careful because you can bust your nut. I see why people tell you don't play with yourself. But what I've been doing is I've been playing with myself, okay? And arousing myself. Now, when I feel like I'm at 70% arousal, I'll stop. This is known as edging, right? I'll stop playing, I'll sort of calm myself down using my breathing, okay? Wait it out, and then go again. Stimulate myself again, play with myself, right? And really play with my breath as well. And when I feel like I'm at 70% again, maybe 80% if I'm trying to push it a little bit more, then I'll stop. This is why I say be careful with this. Be very careful. And then you stop again, and then you kind of take a breath, maybe calm down the sexual thoughts, right? It's all about your breathing, really. You can control this with your breathing. And then you go again. You play with yourself, and what will happen, and what has happened to me after doing this, is if I start to do this long enough and I am able to bring myself to 90% arousal, where I'm like almost about to come, like the semen is about to just explode, the pipe is about to burst, and if I use my PC muscles and I sort of, what's the word for it here? I bring my pelvic floor, I squeeze my asshole, my anus, right? Squeeze my glutes, and I use the PC muscles to sort of keep that semen, semen from exploding. What I experience, what I have been experiencing, if I have, done this arousal stop for a certain period, is a mini orgasm. It's not like a one where it's you completely lost your shit and your semen is just all over. It doesn't feel like that, but it feels like a mini orgasm. And it feels like a mini orgasm that I start to laugh. Like I start to just laugh because I feel like I'm getting in a blissful state, right? This is why we love orgasm, because it gives us bliss. So I've been able to give myself these mini orgasms without losing the semen, right? With keeping the semen in here. And this usually happens if I'm doing this for 15-20 minutes. Now the idea is that if you keep doing this, whether it's by yourself or with a lover, you will be able as a man to give yourself orgasms, like mind-boggling, full-blown orgasms that are way more intense than if it was just your semen, right? The idea, and this is an idea from Tantra, from Tantric sex, right? Is you'll be able as a man to give yourself full-blown orgasms without losing your semen, and that happens through building the sexual energy and being able to control it, and being able to control your arousal as a man. So I'm very intrigued by this and very interested because I've been able to give myself mini orgasms by doing this, and I feel my control of my arousal and my breath and the integration between breath work and sexual energy and sexual arousal is very much enhanced. Very, very much enhanced. And in a way I'm practicing right now. In a way I'm practicing for when I'm with a lover, right? And I will be with a lover soon. So it's good practice, right? It's good practice because we might be able as men to experience full out blown orgasms that are not even comprehensible. Okay, they're not even comprehensible to us without even having to ejaculate. And you know what the best part about this is? If you're able to do this, arouse yourself and control your sexual energy, when you're with a lover, right, when you're with a girl, you're gonna be able to just keep fucking her and kissing her and loving her and giving her orgasm after orgasm after orgasm, because you're in control of your own sexual energy. You're in control of your own arousal state. You're in control of your erection. You're in control of the energy. You're in control of everything here. And that's beautiful, because now you, instead of busting your nut, I mean, apparently on average, and I believe this, just because of the way we're programmed to watch porn and ejaculate. Apparently most men ejaculate within 5 to 10 minutes of having sex with a woman, and that's just not satisfying whatsoever to the woman. Okay, because women take longer to be more aroused, but once they're aroused, they can have like infinite orgasms. So the idea is, for us men, we can reach a state where we can have these powerful orgasms without having to release semen. And that's simply through this cultivation and control and sort of go stop and building up the energy, and really using your muscles, your pelvic muscles, and your anus, right? To squeeze your anus to sort of get this energy not to be released, and then that'll give you, it's been giving me mini orgasms, okay? It's been giving me little mini orgasms. So, what I'm saying is be very careful about this, okay? Because be very careful. You know, start off when your arousal is at 50-60%, stop. Be very careful, because you can blow away like 100 days worth of NoFap. If I'm not careful, I can blow away 100 days worth of NoFap. Okay? Be careful with it. The reason why in the common mainstream wisdom of NoFap is like, don't play it, forget about it, is because of that. You don't want to take the risk of releasing the semen, right? That's the whole point. The whole point is the semen retention. So this is one of those things you want to start off very slow with and build your stamina for, and build your control, your mind, body connection with. And you know, I like it. I like it. I think I'm not a fan of just forgetting about the whole thing. That's, to me, kind of like castration. I'm not a fan of that at all. I'm a fan of cultivating the sexual energy. I'm a fan of controlling it. I'm a fan of using it, you know. I'm a fan of using it with a lover and to give them pleasure, to build up this crazy energy, you see? So I'm just giving you guys my 2 cents here, my experience with this whole thing. And we'll go back to doing weekly videos on this. I'm really interested in tantric sex. I've been sort of exposed to some material, some books, some videos, and I will have the chance to experiment with someone. That someone might be watching this video. So I'm gonna have a chance to experiment with this stuff soon. So it's good, you know, all of us will have, either are having someone right now in our life, or will at some point have someone to share all this with. So it's good to practice the sexual kung fu stuff, okay? Because it can really lead to higher states of consciousness, man. It can really lead to places where the state of consciousness is just so high and the energy is unbelievable. Really, its sexual energy is so powerful. Combine this with love, and then you have something that is out of this world, right? A psychedelic state, really. I mean, really, sex, you know, getting into a sexually aroused state is a psychedelic experience. It dissolves boundaries. So if you know how to control it and you know how to build it up, you're a powerful being. You're building up your power. You're powering up, essentially, right? So that's it, guys. God bless you all. Check out my free book, 5 Powerful Habits to Dominate Life in All Areas of Life. The link for the free book is in the description, in the comments. And no, one of the habits is not NoFap, because when I wrote this book back in the day, I wasn't doing NoFap at that time. And if I was to rewrite it again, maybe expand the habits, I would include NoFap there. It's a really powerful habit. But the other powerful habits are pretty fucking powerful, right? It's 19 pages, check it out. Also, check out my book, The Master Player. A practical guide to win the game of life. Okay? Look, guys, you know my opinion on this. You know, I think we're inside a simulation. We're playing a video game here, right? And we better damn well, if we want to succeed and win and be happy, know how to play this game, how to play this character. So, you guys see me here studying this character, studying the mind of it. When I say this character, I'm talking about the human character, right? The body of it, the mind of it, the spirit of it. So I sort of combine all my analysis on the optimization of everything in the book, The Master Player. So check it out. The link for it you'll see in the comments and description. You can always go to themasterplayer.com. And for the free book, you can go to 5powerfulhabits.com. Okay? God bless you all, guys. Thank you for watching, for tuning in, for listening. I love every single one of you. But don't forget to subscribe, or you're gonna sleep with the fishes.